That party last night was awfully crazy. I wish we taped it.
The Greek system at Indiana University has long been equated with certain ideals: brotherhood, sisterhood, scholarship, philanthropy, and leadership. But lately, those ideals have begun to change.
They certainly no more benefit than an average student that's not a fraternity person. So whether, and yeah, I think that a lot of fraternity, I mean, maybe prejudice on my part, but I think a lot of fraternity people just sort of, run amok.
That was Don Giels, local resident and landlord here in Bloomington. According to him, Greek letter organizations are simply a menace after the way in which a few members of a local fraternity treated his house last year.
There was another place on Cottage Grove that was severely damaged by fraternity people, I think. At least, I can't say that all of them were at the parties and so on, but they had their drunken orgies, and people in the neighborhood were pretty upset.
Both alcohol abuse and sexual assault have been a rising issue in the last few years, with the image of the entire Greek community receiving most of the blame. However, Harold Pete Goldsmith, the new dean from Kent State University, has a few ideas on how that image can change.
All of the organizations have very similar kinds of statements about high ideals and brotherhood and sisterhood and community service, and so it's those ideals are just terrific. And yet somehow we've strayed away from those, and we've lost sight of those at times.
Dean Goldsmith is a staunch believer that if both fraternities and sororities can return to the ideals they were founded upon, a drastic change could be wrought in the current attitude towards Greek letter organizations. Annie Reeder, president of the Pan-Hellenic Association, agreed, stating that a better control of risk management could lead to a sound improvement.
I think in the dean's eyes and working with the university, the risk management issues are probably highest on that list, just because that's the safety of our members.
Dean Goldsmith feels that the best way to handle the extensive risk management process is to establish a new kind of peer pressure, where academics are the main priority.
I mean, obviously, if there's a greater focus on academics and on academic achievement, then some of the things that go on now will be less acceptable to the members of the chapter, and that's really how things change. That if the chapter doesn't want it to happen, it doesn't happen.
Overall, a new focus on academics and the founding rituals must be established to go from this
I don't think fraternities have a very good name in Bloomington.
to this.
They have also the ability to have communities that contribute to the greater university community, but also to the larger community outside the university. And so I think the potential is extraordinary.
With Indiana University, I'm Stephen Hicks.
I wish we taped it.